this is the help video for Chapter 3, PrepareCase, Step B. So we left off at Step 4. We're going to work on Step 5. So let's read this. The manager of the spa wants to find all phone and online purchase types for products over 15. So there's an and that is for an or. So we're going to look at this and we're going to, this is 190, 191, 192. So in this case, we're going to use what's known as a logical or. We're going to actually type the word or in when we do this, right? So let's go ahead and create a query in query design. So let's see, we want table purchase, table product, and table customer. Same three. So we're going to start table product. Nope, table purchase, sorry. Table purchase, table product, table customer. And once again, I usually arrange it so it's like that. I open these up. That's just kind of my housekeeping. And I don't need this open anymore. Okay, so now we need purchase type from purchase, product description, product price from the product table, first name, last name. Limit the results with a purchase type of phone or online. So in this criteria, I'm going to actually do phone or online tab. And so what I'm doing is I'm using the logical or to say purchase type equals phone or purchase type equals online. And here's why. Because I have an and condition that's going to go across both of those. Price of greater than 15. Okay? So if I had used the or to do the online, I would have had to repeat the greater than 15 here. This is much more efficient. So we're saying purchase type, product description, price, customer first and customer last name, where purchase type equals phone and price is greater than 15, or purchase type equals online and price is greater than 15. So this is going to go in an and because it's on the same row with each of these that are connected with a logical or. Ascending by purchase type and then by price. So let me run it. Online and phone, we got both of those. Greater than 15, perfect. In order, price D is ascending. So yes, smallest to largest. So let's save this. Query phone or online over 15. It's a long title. Probably could have come up with a better way, but okay. So we're gonna, this one's done, and we're gonna move on to 16. The more criteria you add to your query, the more difficult it will be to see whether you have the correct results. With multiple criteria, it's a good practice to add one criterion, run the query, make sure you're getting the right results, and continue adding. That's what I said. It's like as you're building, check it, check the response before you move on. So this is a big query, and it is, let's see, page 193 and 194. So let's read. The spa manager would like to see all of her high-end services listed by fee, type, and then service. She would like to break down the criteria as follows. Facial or microdermabrasion over 80. So these are connected, right? Hands and feet or body massage 50 or more. So that's a different one. beauty or waxing over 45, and all botanicals. Doesn't have any kind of pricing, right? So really, there are 4 separate criterion that we're going to add. So we're going to use table service, and that's it. So let's create our query and walk through this. So all we want is table service. Double click on it, close that up. I'm going to open, fee, type, and service name. So let's run that and just see what we got, right? So facial, right? Okay. Microderm abrasion, okay, that's all together as one. Hands and feet, body massage, and then beauty, and then do we see a waxing? Yep. And then the botanical, hair and scalp. Okay, so all of those are the different service types. So when we're in service type, so what do we need to do here? What was that field? It's the service type, which is really type. So what we need to do is kind of build it up. So let's just start with this yellow one. So we're going to click down in the criteria, and I'm going to do facial or microdermabrasion. Make sure you spell it right. A-S-I-O-N. Okay, and it's, oops, I put it in the wrong column. So I have this selected. I'm going to do a Control X. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to come over to type where it should be and paste it. Okay, so facial or microderm. So if I run it, I only get facial and microderm. But I only want over 80. So like that one wouldn't be there, wouldn't be there, wouldn't be there. So I need to come back here and under fee put greater than 80. I'm going to run it again, and now I'm down to 4, facial, microderm, all over 80. So this one is done. So now I move on, and I'm going to build this criteria on a totally new row. So I'm going to come over here to type and I'm going to do my own quotes. Oh, and here's the thing. I always, when it starts to be like this, I do a right click and a zoom, and then I'm going to change the font so it's a little bit bigger so you can see. Oh, it's already set to 22. Okay, that's a bit large. I'm going to scoot that down. Let's do 14. Okay, so this is just like you're typing in that little box, but you can see everything. So we're going to do hands and feet or body massage. So when we have this complex, you might be better off to include your own quotes. So we're going to do that. And then, so if I run it now, I get body massage and where's hands and feet? Yep. But look, there's no limit on the number, the price. So I got to come over to the fee, and it says 50 or more. So that's greater or equal to 50. Now if I run it, I have 17. Body massage is 68, 90, right? So all of those are good. So now we're going to do the third one, beauty or waxing services over 45. So I'm going to go to type, totally new row. I'm going to zoom so I can see what I'm doing. Beauty or waxing I'm going to do OK. If I leave it like that, there's no fee in that, but we know it has to be greater than 45. So let's look at this. Let's look for one. It's beauty or waxing. Beauty 75. I don't see any waxing. So is that because I have it spelled wrong, or is there not any over 45? We'll have to check it out. So I have one more, and that's botanical or scalp and botanical hair and scalp therapy, which is really one thing. So I'm going to zoom hair and scalp therapy. And there is no fee on that one. So if I run that, then I should get 23 records, and that is correct. So let's go back and let's see what else we need to do. Sort by fee in ascending, and then by type, and then by name. So we have most inexpensive to most expensive. All right, let's save that. QRY, high-end services, and we're done with that one. So we're done with 6. Okay. Let's do number 7. Number 7 can be found on 195. The manager of the spa would like you to find all services scheduled for February 2022, along with the customer who is scheduled for each of those services. So we're looking at some date criteria here. And so we're also introducing some of the special operators, like between and in. So we need to add those to our greater than, equal to, less than, right? We can also do like, between, and in. And we'll talk about those as we go through. Okay, so create a query that returns date of appointment, service, and employee from table schedule, as well as customer and first and last name from customer. Limit the results to a date appointment in the month of February 2022. Sort the results by date of service. Okay, so let's begin this. So we're going to create a query in design view, and we begin it like we always do. So we're going to do schedule and customer. Close that out. Do my little bit of housekeeping here. Bring my grid up, and now we're ready to start putting in our fields. So date of appointment, service, and employee. Then customer first name, customer last name. So now if I run it, I'm going to get everything, right? So here's a January, here's a January. So we only want to see February stuff. So we need to put the criteria in here, and we're going to use the between. So for date of appointment, I'm going to come down here to criteria, and we're going to do a right click, zoom. So we're going to say the word between, and then we're going to put and 2/29/22. So what this is going to do, it's like saying greater than or equal to February 1st, 2022, and less than or equal to 2/29. But notice that we don't really have it's not a leap year, so there's not a 29. And look at what happens when you do this. It puts the pound sign that signifies that it's a date. So between is easier than saying greater than or equal and less than or equal. It's just you set the range and you include the values that you have there. So let's go ahead and sort in descending order by appointment, and then ascending order by service and employee. Let's run it again. So now we just have, hold on, between, oh, I got an extra thing there. Between February, oh, here's my problem. February 1st and February 29th. There we go. Now let's run it. Okay, so I was getting an error, right? So let's look at it. I had the 29th, which is what it says to do. But we only have to put 28. There's no 29, so we're going to get an error. So come in there and say 28, run it, and then it's going to be in order, descending order. Within that, it's going to be by the service, and within that, it's going to be by the employee. So that looks good. We're going to save this as QRY February services and close it. So we're done with this one. We have one more for part B. The manager of the spa would like you to find all services scheduled for months other than February 22nd, along with the customer who is scheduled for each of these services. So on this one, it is 196. So we want anything that's not February, right? And then the customer that is. So we're going to copy our February. So I'm going to come right in here in my object pane and do a right click, copy. Then I'm just going to come down in this blank area, right click, paste, and then I'm going to change the name here, and it's going to be query not February services. So now we have started at a good point where we don't have to start from scratch. So now I'm going to open up in design view the not February, right? So how do we do a not? Well, we just put not like, right? So let's do a right click and zoom. And we're going to have to modify this. So I'm going to take this away. So we're not doing a range. What we're going to do is we're going to say 2 asterisk 2022. So what that does is the asterisk is a wildcard, so it'll substitute. So if I do that, it'll put like in front of it. If I run it, I get my Februaries, right? So that's kind of back to where we were, except we did a different technique. We used a wildcard. So we get, and that way we didn't have to know if it ended in 28 or 29. We just put an asterisk. But we don't want this. We want everything but this. So we need to not like, so we're saying with this condition everything but, so let's run it, and there's January's. We already have the sorts, we already have that. So I change this to like 2 asterisk, which gives you all of the days in February, and then after we got that working, then I want everything but that, so I put the not in front of it. We're going to go ahead and save that, and we are done with this step 8, and we're done with this part B. All right, we'll start part C in the next movie. Thank you.